The worst lesson I ever taught in my whole entire life came my first year of teaching, and I taught about the Boston Tea Party. Now, I thought I did a great job. I read that section with such gusto and vigor, and I thought I really drove home the point of what those patriots did when they boarded those tea ships and threw the tea into the harbor. I could not have been more wrong. As students were getting ready to exit class, I heard some of the girls talking about how they should have a tea party. And I thought, oh my goodness, what are they going to do? Then they started talking about wearing nice dresses and fancy hats and having tea and crumpets. It was that point I realized that the point I was trying to drive home didn't get drove home at all. So that night I went to the store and I got a bunch of really cheap tea bags. And the next morning I held the students outside of the classroom and I re-explained the story. And then I told us that we were all patriots and there was tea ships out in the harbor that we were gonna have to storm and throw the tea off of. When I threw the door open, I had all of the tables lined up in rows to represent tea ships, and I had all of the students jump on top of the tables, unwrap the tea bags from their wrappers as if they were breaking through the chests, and throw them into a bucket that I had set in the center of the room. So I had then taken my very worst lesson I ever taught, and I turned it into one of my best lessons. A lesson that I still have students talk with me about today. So just because you have a failure doesn't mean you're not failing forward, because at the end of the day, bad lessons make better teachers. I'm JVD. Teach it, coach it, lead.